don't know no nigga like me.
Alright guys, Fulo coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDVC. If you like this video, please go ahead and like the video, and if you like the content on this page, please feel free to subscribe to the page. Now, this page, as a warning, this page is mostly devoted to sports, but sometimes we venture off into social issues. Sometimes we venture off into, those kind of things. And it looks like right now I'm in that mood, like the social issues mood, the whole thing. Now, and probably the next video after this one will be about social issue as well that I observed. But anyhow, it has came to my attention that, Nipsey Hussle's former bodyguard, J-Rock, shout out to J-Rock, who is a cool, chill dude. Don't get it twisted. Dude is real chill. Dude is real, laid back, real solid, okay? Don't get it twisted for a minute, But that doesn't mean that, emotions won't be shown. And the emotions were shown against Wack 100, who was talking very, very, very fly about Nipsey. If you don't know, he was talking about, Nipsey wasn't a legend. He didn't leave a legacy behind. He didn't tour internationally. And he was just saying all kinds of foul stuff about Nip. And, the thing is, when you write that check, because that's a check that you write. When you write that check and you're not able to cash that check, and it bounces, there's consequences that happen when it bounces. And the consequence for Wack 100 was he got washed by Nip's bodyguard. And, I say that to say that, although fighting is never the solution, even me as a boxer, earning my stripes, I would never go out anywhere and just throw hands. I would never do that. That's not cool. It's something that if a problem can be solved through talking, then that's usually the better option. But the problem is, people were trying to talk to Wack 100. People were trying to tell him that, what you're doing is not cool, and fall back. You're reaching. I mean, people were trying to get him to come to that realization that, he's reaching, and that it's not a good look for him to do what he was doing. And so, unfortunately, he did not take heed to that. And so, J-Rock, he exercised with what he knew how to exercise with, and that was his fist. And, Wack 100 got what he, basically was looking to write a check for. And I say this because, and I know I'm harping on this a lot, but it's just I really dislike this individual because of what he stands for, and because of how he moves, and because that he can't come up with original content. He has to say something for shock value. You know, he has to say something for attention, even if it's the wrong kind of attention. And I really don't like people like that who will say and do things, and they'll be like, well, as long as I'm getting attention, no matter if it's bad or good, I'm all right with that, you know. So I'm not really fond of individuals like that. And so I say this because me, you know, being in the particulars of the whole situation, you know, like knowing J-Rock a little bit, not that much. I've told J-Rock already that, there's another dude who was kind of like talking and popping fly about Nipsey Hussle, and was talking crazy about him, and was actually mad because he was jealous of him, and because he wishes he was him, you know, and he can never be half the man he was. And that's Natureboy. And so I say this because if Natureboy comes to LA, the same thing that happened to Wack 100 is going to happen to Natureboy. You know, like, I mean, the thing is, like, you can't say what you said and think that, like, guys are just going to go against, are not going to be on protocol and know that you're coming to LA, like, because he talked about, oh, he's doing a national tour. But yeah, if he comes to LA, that tour is going to come to a halt real quick, because I mean, with what he said about Nipsey, like, we're not going to let him slide. You know, like, that's just the bottom line. So, you know, what I am saying is that he needs to, like, really understand that, you know, the way he moves and the chess moves he makes may checkmate him. And it may checkmate him, it definitely will checkmate him in LA, you know, because, like, we're not going for that, you know. And I'm going to say this too, that, you know, in Los Angeles is like a hub of different type of people. Los Angeles is a hub of people with different types of ideologies. Los Angeles is a hub of people who have different types of life view and things like that. So there's nothing he can even teach us anyway here that we don't have access to already, you know, and that's just the bottom line. And then another thing I want to say is that, you know, his music is trash anyway. Like, I mean, his music is garbage. You know, we don't want to hear the music that you have, you know. Here, we bump Nip. You know, we bump Nip. And, of course, we bump some of the other people. But nobody here in Los Angeles is bumping no Carbonnation. You know, you don't hear that through the subwoofers of going down Crenshaw, going down Bryanhurst, going down Western. So we really don't need that here. And I'm just advising him that, you know, he needs not to come to LA, because, you know, if Wack 100, you know, and the thing is, Wack 100 is a, you know, he has a rep. I mean, he has a reputation. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's like really a rah-rah dude, but it's just that, you know, people know Wack 100 to be a Pyru, you know. And so with that being said, like, if he's a Pyru and that didn't phase J-Rock from, like, doing what he did, what makes you think it's gonna phase him from doing the same thing to Eligio, when that dude Eligio's not even affiliated with nobody? I mean, that's even more of a incentive to do that, you know. So the bottom line in my intention of making this video is, I understand if you have an opinion about someone, okay, and your opinion is based on facts, and your opinion is based on like real observations and stuff like that. But if you're just blatantly hating on someone and that person had a significant impact on the community that he was from and had a significant impact in the world, then, you know, this is how it's gonna go. You know? I mean, you're gonna have to pay for what you say, one way or another. And so, you know, it's like, you know, you slander someone who really was doing good by his people, and you know that slander is going to end up like getting you in this, like, basically, how should I say it, like basically getting you in to some different kind of situations that you maybe didn't expect. So that's just the bottom line, you know. And you know, shout outs to J-Rock, man. Shout outs to J-Rock, man. He a cool dude. You know, J-Rock cool. You know, J-Rock ain't no rah-rah dude. But, I mean, we tried to tell him. We tried to tell Wack, yo, chill. Don't do that. You know, just fall back. You're just blatantly hating. You don't even, it's not even an opinion at this point. You're just blatantly hating. So that's why we told him, like, yo, you gotta fall back, man. And so with that being said, you know, that's all I got for now on this video. And that, you know, it is what it is. You know, and this is not dry snitching. Everybody knows about it. I mean, if you look up the videos, you see video reaction, you see Wack 100, you know, throwing a fit or whatever the case may be. I mean, you see the videos, so like, you know, it's not like him throwing, it's not like this didn't happen.